Mancavians, what's up? You know what time it is. It's time for you guys to hang out with us. Lunga? Us, meaning two of us. Thanks, get in here.
I was giving you a chance to be great by yourself,
It's
dog.
time for you guys to hang out with us in the man cave. I'm Janez.
And I'm Lunga Shabalala.
By the way, the link said use a basketball, not Pokemon is great. So last week, what did we do? We went to the Grand Canyon, which was pretty epic in the Mojave Desert. This time round, we are rocking New York City. I'm talking about Times Square, the Statue of Liberty, and some of the most incredible street grub in the world.
I guess this is where the basketball comes in, because later on we find out whether or not white man can jump with a game of 101, and then it's to the New York Red Bull Arena where we spend time with Thierry and Tim Cahill. And later on, Lala Hiriama joins us right here on the MCC.
But first up, these sick SUVs. Thus far in the main cave, we've touched on solar cars, eco-friendly cars. The one thing we haven't really spoken about is SUVs. Now, these two puppies over here are both very fuel-efficient SUVs. Obviously, yours at a bit of the lower end of the market and mine right at the top.
Yep, and I've got the 1 liter EcoSport. And the thing is, yes, it's small, yes, it's a 1 liter, but does it go? Hell yes.
Now, I've got a beast. It's a diesel, which means it's more fuel efficient. It's the 350 ML. Now, here's what I really like about the car. It has this blue tech seal of approval, which means it's fuel efficient. It also has low carbon emissions, which is important these days.
Yeah. Blue Tech, EcoBoost, we could argue about this until the sun sets. I think we need an expert to tell us which car is better.
We do love a professional opinion, especially because Lunga over here, he does talk a lot of beeswax. With us is Nick. You're from the 4-wheel drive club of Southern Africa, and you're a driving instructor.
That's correct.
Now, my beauty over here is a ML 350. It's a diesel. In its class, this comes in at, I don't know, like 800,000 Rand. And it can go up to, if you spec it up to 1.2 million. But in its class, this would be considered a very fuel-efficient vehicle.
Oh, absolutely.
This comes in at 250,000 Rand. Is this an SUV just like this car?
Strictly speaking, it's not an SUV. SUV stands for Sports Utility Vehicle. Sport mean probably different terrains and all that. So all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive is normally associated with SUVs. This I'd call more sort of crossover maybe.
Could I take my crossover off-road?
Probably not proper off-road, but on a normal dirt road, yes. But you're going to have to be careful.
800,000, 250,000, those are just numbers to me. I want to see performance. So I want to take these off-road against your better judgment.
Now, there's something I want to discuss with both of you guys. It's called the R test. So the rules of the R test are you find a dirt road that's fairly bumpy, you shout R, or you sing R in my case, for about 100 meters. It helps if you have a car with good suspension. The speed, 40 kilometers an hour.
What Janez doesn't know is that back in my day in primary school, I used to be part of the choir. And they used to call me the Black Mariah Carey because I could hold a note. So the R test should be fairly simple.
I need more oxygen.
Can I just say that two-wheel drive on a dirt road may not have been the best idea ever.
No, eh?
It's struggling so much right now.
4-wheel drive is lovely. I want to show you guys something. Come here, come here. The other thing I wanted to compare is boot space. Now take a look at this. How do you open this up? Okay.
One button.
Now I've got a bad back at the best of times.
Yep.
Do you even call this boot space? I don't even know if I fit in here. Let me just get in there. Okay, there we go. It barely fits an adult male.
Let's see. Whew, finally. Okay, let's be serious for a second. The issue with this car on the dirt road is that it's not made for the dirt road. This is a crossover SUV, and it does exactly that. It crossovers from that hatchback to the SUV market. There is enough space to fit an annoying car presenter, and there's also enough space to fit you, your kid's friend, and the dog. Does it work? At 250,000? Yes, it does.
Enough talking. New York City is the powerhouse of America and in many ways the world when it comes to commerce, food, fashion, history, you name it, the city has got it.
And they also have 2 basketball teams, so why not play a game of one-on-one?
Besides the fact that it's absolutely freezing this time of year in New York, it's also incredibly busy.
Yep, and it's a Monday, 9 o'clock, so you can imagine how busy the streets are right now. But the hardest thing to do in New York is get around driving a car.
Don't ever rent a car and drive a car here. There's 3 ways of getting around. You can walk, you can catch the subway, or you can hail down one of these classic yellow American cabs. There's an art to this though, because there's so many of them around, but they always seem to be full.
Can you whistle? Okay, this should be tough.
Taxi!
When you live in a concrete jungle like New York City, you need some green belts every now and then. Central Park is one of them, and this area as well, the Hudson River Park. Now, if you're active guys like we are, you'll love this place.
Yeah, there's 8 million people from all over the world living on top of each other. You have to be able to play a sport. Look at this, across the way we've got Jersey Shore, the Hudson River. You can run along here, you can cycle along here. There's tennis courts, there's even a helipad for the super rich. How are your b-ball skills?
They're average. Now, in a city with 2 basketball teams, why not play a game of one-on-one?
I think we're too short for basketball though.
Doesn't matter.
Lunga, we've played one of America's most loved sports, basketball, in New York City. What is next?
You know, I'm going to be serious for a second here. On the 11th of September 2001, America and the world changed. And today just happens to be the day where the One World Trade Center reopens. Do you want to go check it out?
Let's go pay our respects. Yep.
Well, Janez, this is Ground Zero, the memorial site for the disaster that happened on 9/11. The crazy part about this is the fact that there's actually 2 pools here, the South Pool and the North Pool on the other side of the museum. That is the exact site of where the 2 towers stood.
That cascading water falling into one hole and then going deeper into another hole, you can't see the bottom of it, almost reflects, you know, all those people that lost their lives. And then the entire periphery of the memorial has the names of every single person that passed away. It's emotional.
It's the magnitude of it, you actually have to be here for yourself to experience it. And the craziness about it is the fact that until May 2002, that's when the cleanup finished. It took over 108,000 truckloads and 1.8 million tons of rubble.
Dude, I'm not even American and I can feel the sadness. If you actually take a look around Times Square, you'll notice all the biggest brands in the world are represented right here. Now, if there's one place I always stop at when I come to New York, it's this place right here to buy a pair of sunglasses. It's their flagship store, and they have the best styles in the world. Lunga, my American sunglass hut, Connect, is that right, Connect?
Connect, yes.
Has told me that the styles for 2015 are round sunglasses that fold up. So I reckon we need to find something that's round that folds up for you. So this is what I've chosen for you. Opens up, it folds, it's round, it's got a P for polarized. Put those puppies on.
You do realize you're saying to me that I should trust the style.
Trust my style for once, brother. Huh?
Okay, I like the fit. I like the fit.
We're ending our Big Apple journey right here at Times Square. The question is, you've lived in New York a bit, you've felt it, you've walked the streets. Would you make it here? Would you live here, Lunga?
One word, hashtag Lunga takes on America.
And my hashtag?
Oh look, Almo.
I guess hashtag Janez misses home? Yeah? Unfold. The American boys trip does not get more legit than this right here. We are at an MLS playoff game between the New York Red Bulls and DC United.
The Eastern Conference semifinals to be exact, and as the saying goes, no one ever remembers the losers of this game, but I'm more excited because my childhood hero is leading one of the teams.
He's also my childhood hero.
No, you can't.
We're obviously talking about Thierry,
Yep.
the greatest player of all time in my opinion.
Do you have the jersey?
Take a look at this. Guys, eat your heart out. I should be this. I don't know what to say, but we're literally standing on the pitch. I mean, here's some of the grass.
This is a first for SATV. Something like this has never been done before for SATV, ever.
Thierry, have a good game, man. Cool, brother. We talk to each other now.
This is so crazy. I almost feel like I want to be the coach because I can see moves developing. Come for this guy, do this, do this. Obviously, I don't have that authority.
You see how fast Thierry Henry still is? He's 36 years old.
He's faster than you. I really feel as if you were to have a race, I could beat him.
There's no way you
I could beat him.
No ways, dude. How you doing?
How's it, Tito?
He greeted us. Did you see that? Like a kid. He actually greeted us. I said
Guys,
hello.
I can't explain this. Since the age of like 10 years old, I've read all his books. I've played every game he's been a part of. I have the DVD of all his games.
He is phenomenal.
The story is that Thierry Henry, this might be his last season, and it's as if this could be the transition where you take over as a leader. Are you prepared for that?
Yeah, 100%. You know, this is what we do. You know, I've had experience in 3 World Cups. I played for a massive team in England, and for me, that's the whole mindset. The last 3 weeks in the way we've played is we've used the whole team. You know, and we've played games where not everyone's played, and tonight Thierry comes off, I come on. Heggie comes off, Yongo comes on. So you've got to be able to count on the team, and you've got to also. I've never been big on individuals. I've always been about the team, and for me, that's the most important thing when you're trying to build something that's going to be the be-all and end-all for your club.
Dude, you know that feeling of a runner's high where you're up there the whole time? That's exactly what I'm feeling at the moment.
Dude, I feel the exact same way. I feel as if I was dreaming the entire time. Who would have thought we'd get to New York and be standing on the grass as we play a semi-final game? On top of that, get to meet our idol Thierry Henry and have an awesome chat with Team Cahill.
And get into the changing rooms of a professional outfit. I mean, unbelievable.
Can you say what?
Ticked, done, dusted. First time.
Gotta love the man cave.
Our guest on the MCC tonight, we actually don't have words. She's beautiful, she's gorgeous, she's, can we say hot? Can we say hot?
Sexy.
She's a model, she's a TV presenter.
The Rainbow Nation personified.
Is she one of the it girls? She's one of the it girls in South Africa?
Being the ego for years.
And she's,
decades.
Guys, she's also half Asian. Ladies and gentlemen, Lala Hirayama. How you doing,
There is
darling?
no way to bring on a guest. I am blushing for days now. What is up with that?
Are you half Asian? Are you full Asian? Just
I'm
clear it up.
half Asian.
Half Asian. Which
Yes.
half is Asian?
My mom is Asian.
Okay.
My dad is South African, second generation Lithuanian, white, Jewish, Inyanga Sangoma.
Just break this down first. I don't understand.
So yeah, so dad is South African, born in South Africa to a Jewish family, raised a Jew, got really sick. Whole family, a bunch of doctors trying to figure out what was wrong with him. He was on his deathbed. They couldn't figure out what was happening. Helper said, take him to a Sangoma. It's your last option. And that's what they did. And the Sangoma said, this man needs to Xhosa now. He was all of 19.
Calling. Okay.
So yeah, so that's what happened.
And what do you call yourself? Are you a South African, to simplify things?
Well, look, I'm very patriotic about my heritage, being South African and Japanese. There are a ton of half Japanese girls in Japan. They're usually half Japanese, half American, because that's just, you know, a lot of Americans in Japan. There's barely any half Japanese, half South Africans. So it's something to be really proud of.
You've just become super famous in South Africa. I mean, what are the chances?
I know, it's kind of crazy.
How did that all happen? How did you end up in the media industry?
I kind of fell into it, to be honest. I've been in love with the performing arts since I can remember. I was in drama and musical theatre since I was about 4, ballet since I was also 3 or 4. and
That
dancing.
explains why you were so good on Strictly.
Wow,
Yes.
yes, maybe. The dancing has always been my life. And then when I started taking dancing, hip-hop dancing professionally, I went to an audition in South Africa thinking it was for a dance thing, and it ended up being for Crazy, which is a kids' TV show.
Yeah.
And I've been waiting in this line for like 2-3 hours. So I thought, oh, I'm in the front, I might as well give it a bash. Didn't really think much of it. 7 callbacks later, I got the job, and it's just been incredible since. I mean, 15 years old, and yeah, that's when I started my career.
People see you as the sex symbol. Do you accept it, or do you kind of feel reluctant to see yourself in that
No,
light?
I totally feel reluctant. At the end of the day, you know what, we're all human beings, and there are tons of things I hate about myself, and it's a journey to love yourself. And you know, I'm still young. I had to grow up with all this pressure and being bullied at school and a whole bunch of things that have worked on me mentally, emotionally, that I still have to sort out. And so when people go, oh, you know, you're this or you're that, you have no idea what I look like when I wake up in the morning.
But surely in your school days, you must have been that exotic girl that all the guys
I was
love.
bullied.
Really?
All I did was cry. I was this Japanese, Jewish, Christian, Shinto, Buddhist, come to my house and there's just feathers everywhere and peppers burning. We've got medicine circles in the garden. We have a Japanese shrine. You've got to take your shoes off. There's incense burning. There's chimes ringing. People were like, you're a witch. That's what people thought I was. People thought I was a witch. People would drop letters in my bag saying you should leave the school, that no one likes you. Emotionally, as this 13-year-old girl coming into school, I mean, you don't even know who you are. All you want to do is be liked.
But now you're all grown up now.
Now I'm all grown up.
And
Still a
you're-
mess, but grown up.
And you're in love now.
Yes.
You're the couple of the year. Tell us about that. Tell us
It's
about Chris.
fantastic. Chris is such a great guy, really. You know, we've been going strong for 4 years. He drives me crazy. But
He's older than you?
he is older than me.
How old is he? He's
33.
Okay.
And, you know, he's fantastic. He supports me. He's behind me. And in this industry, and his industry, it's very difficult to maintain. You know, to maintain a relationship in the public eye, people always have an opinion. And as a can we speak about this on the Man Cave? So girls can be they can be great, but they can also be very vindictive. So when a girl is in the industry, take a Minnie Dlamini, for example.
Yes.
Extremely beautiful girl, very successful in this fantastic relationship. Then there are these other girls who go, oh, she thinks she all that. Or I'm gonna put her in her place and I'm gonna take her man and I'm gonna show her. What? That's how girls can be. I'm not saying all girls. And so it's quite hectic when you're in that kind of public relationship, because that's what girls are trying to do.
Exactly.
One up
and if
you.
you're not at a certain event or at a certain night, then they're
There are
all
so
over
many.
your man.
I've seen it. I mean, they do it in front of me. I'm standing right there. My man's there, and girls will just intersect.
Yeah.
You know, and kind of like girls can get really catty, and it's very difficult. And if there's no trust between the two of you, well, your relationship is just going to go down the drain.
Basically, Chris is out there just tibaring his anything all the time. Tiba, no, tiba. Basically, that's what he does.
What is something that we don't know and the public doesn't know about you that we should know?
I'm brilliant at driving. I'm the Asian persuasion. What Japanese girl isn't? I mean, we come from the too fast, too furious, like motherland.
Then I have to ask, how good is your cycling?
Okay, now listen, on that note, I am dying to find out. I have no idea how good I am at my cycling.
I want to find out. Do you want to find out?
I know you guys know.
I thought she did pretty well, but let's have a look.
I'm dying to know.
Pretty well.
Let's have a look, guys.
All right.
That's what happened in the
She was
One
all
Punch
right.
Challenge.
Yeah, she was all right.
Mancavians, this is my favorite part of the show, where I get to see people cry,
Stop it.
scream,
No,
go through
whatever.
agony and pain, and then smile at the end because they just did 30 seconds of the White Bike Power Challenge.
Man, I am so nervous. If you could hear my heartbeat, it is pounding 1,000,000 times a second.
I have to ask you, how high is the pain threshold?
Look, I'm a female, so like standard, it's supposed to be very, very high.
And the cool thing about this is the fact that there's no voting here, so you could actually beat Zakia Patel this time around.
Oh, you're funny.
I took it
Oh,
there.
you're really funny.
Are you ready?
Let's do it.
In 3, 2, 1, hit it! Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go! Push it, let's go! Harder! I like it! More! More! more. 15 seconds, getting there. Fight through it. Come on, Lana, you got this. You got this. The cards is better than this. The kids is better than this. Come on. Come on. Come on, Ty.
Lala Hirayama, I love the way your name sounds, but you know, when I was watching the insert, initially I thought, wow, that cadence was high, you were doing so well. And then, I don't know where you ended up, I don't know if you're going to be happy or not. All I want is, I don't want today to end up in tears. I mean, it's the worst when girls start crying and stuff.
No, guys, listen.
Lunga.
Just give me the number.
You know, I don't mind tears. Actually, tears make good TV. It's just that
I don't know what to do with myself.
after all that motivation, and since Zakia has beaten you already this year, for it to happen twice on national TV.
Man, all right. Can you just put it on the board already?
Imagine losing twice to the same person on TV.
Oh, you just want to stick my face in it, don't you? Enjoy this moment.
I suppose you're the only person who can tell us that. Actually, you can't because you beat her.
I did?
With a 5.94.
Wow, let me help you
Dude, you
rearrange.
cut it close, girl.
That's not terrible.
That is well done.
I gotta be honest, it's in the middle. So I'm not terribly unfit, no offense to the Queen, and I am not exactly Gugu Zulu fit.
Yeah.
So it's
Can we have a victory dance?
acceptable.
Can we have a victory dance? You know, I was thinking, Lala, it's such a sweet name for a woman that can only be described as a bombshell. She's a bombshell. She's a bombshell, dude.
I think we heard you the first time. Okay. Bombshell?
Bombshell.
On that explosive note, it's time for us to wrap up. But fear not though, because next week we're horsing around at the Polo International Horse Trials. Then the guys at Cactic Fitness lift up my workout routine, then finally reunite for Mandela in Tshwane.
You know what I was thinking about Unite for Mandela? I'm just hoping you've spent enough time on the watt bike to be able to pull through, because it's 67 Ks. It's not a short little distance. And by the way, unofficially, I am the watt bike champ now, unofficially.
That's in Cape Town.
In Cape Town, yeah.
This is Tshwane.
Exactly.
Altitude.